back to Plug In. I'm your host, Stephanie Myers, and once again, we are here with Paul Roberts from OC Talk Radio and Avi, our other host.
Yes.
And we were just discussing this.
I like the way you do that. Paul Robertson, our other host.
Our other host, Avi, yes.
Yeah, he's just not important. No. If I figured he could reintroduce
It's okay.
himself.
I can take it. Yeah, we were talking about the race issues in the U.S. and all the problems that we are seeing more of it now, or maybe it's more. We are more aware of it now than just back a few years back. So I don't know. Are we moving forward with all this race issues, or we are going backward with the cops shooting?
I thought we solved all these things in the 60s. I thought we solved the feminist movement. I thought we solved, we opened up gay rights. I thought we solved racism. And all of these things seem to have been percolating for 50, 60 years. And I'm sorry, since the Republicans have I'm going to say that. But these things are all back on the table again.
Yes,
here. And we're relitigating all
women
these
issues.
things.
Yes.
I came to the country in 1974, and it was the birth control.
Did you sneak in illegally?
No, I came legally with a visa. With a visa.
I thought maybe you
I
came in over the
overstayed my
board.
visa. Yeah. So, but they were debating in Supreme Court about women issues and birth and abortion.
Roe v. Wade, 1970s.
We're in 2015. We're still debating the same issues.
Yes, we are. And, a few years ago, I took a gender studies related class, and it was all. I was nervous taking this course because my professor, first day, she said, I am a feminist. I will not, hear the word guys come out of your mouth, because it was a discussion.
Wow.
So, you say that, oh, hey, hey guys,
Hey,
what's
guys.
up? Just conversational. And she would correct us every single time. She would mark us points off from participation. And this was a small discussion, probably about 20 students. But, it really opened up my eyes to a lot of the issues that still stand. But at the same time, I think it was this past Friday or Saturday. It was, or maybe it was Sunday. I'm not sure, but
maybe it was 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago.
Could have been anytime.
It was International Women's Day.
Yeah.
Celebrating the lives of women. But it's like, if we're trying to get into that equal place of men and women are equal, why do we have this day specifically for women?
Are men and women equal?
Well, they are.
not.
They were supposed to be equal. We say they are, but I was even thinking that with all the laws and everything, we still have the spread in pay. Even at equal work, we're not getting
I
it.
thought we solved all this 50 years ago.
Yes, that's what you think.
I thought it was all over with. Move on.
Yeah, look. You said the key word there with the R, start with the R. It's still, every week they bring it back to the Supreme Court to debate the same issues. I don't understand why we can't move forward and let it be.
The whole culture war seems to be, they feel like they lost in the 60s and they've been waiting to come back for 50 years and relitigate all these things. And now we're suddenly going back and changing the Voting Rights Act. We've eliminated the need for that. So we can go back and put racial barriers up to voting. We've still got people saying there's too many laws in place to protect people for this and that, take them all away. And
Arna pointed out yesterday, she said some country, I don't know, like in the Pacific, they have like something 80% of their Congress or their House, it's women. We don't have even 10% in our government in women.
Right.
And every time it's the same story. We had a couple ladies there, and the guys were hitting on them. Oh, you're cute, you're pretty, literally. And what are you doing here? It's not your place to.
And I got to give you an exception though. And on OC Talk Radio, we've talked about this a lot. For some reason, Orange County has a huge percentage of female government officials.
Okay.
Female elected.
Okay.
In both parties.
Yeah.
And nobody can figure out why. The county commissioners, the state senators, quite a number of mayors. In local government here in Orange County, why are there more women in elected positions than anywhere else in the country?
Higher education and more money, I guess.
Did you know that we have a higher percentage of women in elected offices in this county than we do anywhere else?
I I did not know that. No, I was
That's
just.
because I made it up. But, no.
Did you? No, you're just playing joke. Is he being serious? Is he being
No, it is true.
sarcastic?
We have a very I don't know how I don't know how it compares to the rest of the country, but I do know that we have a much higher percentage of
women
in office than we do
Yeah.
anywhere else here.
You know, and feminism, of course, is such a prominent topic among talent and celebrities because they get mad when they're asked, "Oh, who are you wearing?" If it's an
Yeah,
awards
yeah.
ceremony. But at the same time,
Who
if
am I
you
wearing?
don't want to be asked that, then wear something that's off the rack or from a regular
I'm
store.
wearing a very famous French designer, Jean-Claude Panet.
Oh yes, yes, I've
ever
heard of
seen
it.
it.
Very famous, and then they get offended when they're asked, who are you wearing, because that's what they.
But
ask
it's
men and
more
women.
more a show there and
Yeah.
glitz and blitz.
Let me
Right.
give you an example of something how we can't get past the conversation. I was an entertainment PR person 40 years ago, 30 years ago. It was the
Okay.
80s, way back when. I
That's
handled
back when,
all these people she wouldn't
she
remember.
wasn't born.
Johnny Mathis, Anthony Quinn, Jose. I handled all these people. One of them I handled was President Reagan's daughter, Maureen Reagan. Good friend. Did a number work with her for years. She ran for Congress twice and lost. And she was, by her own definition, a tough broad.
Yeah.
She was a big, imposing, and she was tough. And she said that characteristic in a man is appealing.
Yeah.
But still,
Right.
women even find aggressive, tough women to be unappealing. And
Okay.
she couldn't, and she was an avowed feminist. And we would run all these polls, and we'd ask women, "Do you believe in equal pay?" Absolutely. Do you believe in equality under the law? Absolutely. So you're a feminist? Absolutely not. That word was so charged.
Yeah.
No woman would admit to being a feminist, even though they agreed to all the
To all
positions.
that, yeah.
Because
yeah.
it was and I feel like it's still a subjective definition. People think that feminists, they just go around and they.
You're a lesbian.
Yeah,
now.
you're a lesbian. And then some people say, no, my definition of feminism is that men and women should be treated equally.
Yeah.
So,
But again, language counts. So
Exactly.
you believe in the idea, but the terminology got charged. Just like there are no liberals left. Did you know there's no liberals left anywhere in the world? There's
Really?
progressives now.
Oh,
But
okay.
there's no liberals.
Okay.
Liberal.
Well, it's.
Interesting.
I guess it's changing the words. It's like
Changing the words
Yeah,
matters.
I think about global warming and they changed some of the words instead of saying we have what's the exact word? It's not global warming. It's we have atmospheric
change.
Yeah,
climate
climate
change.
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 Yeah,
yes.
because it's not global warming. It's climate
It's just
change.
changing.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's getting warmer. It's just changing. I'll tell you one great example the Republicans did. The guy who's the pollster now on Fox News, Frank, whose name escapes me. Somebody will write in and tell us his name. But he was part of a group that they wanted to change the inheritance laws.
Yeah. Death tax.
Death tax.
Yes.
So it's no
Yes.
longer rich people
Oh,
trying
it's-
to pass on money to their children. That's inherit.
Yeah,
Everybody
because
was.
when the Democrats were running and they wanted to change the inheritance tax, they started calling, they want to tax
They
you.
want to tax you even when you die.
when they die.
How horrible! And
Yeah.
everybody said, "Well, I don't want to be taxed when I die."
Well, the same thing with Obamacare, with death committee,
panels.
death panels. Yeah, that they will decide if you are going to get medicine or you're going to die.
And that's why the homosexual movement has succeeded, because they changed the name. It's gay. It's happy.
Okay.
Gay used to be, I love watching these old movies, the gay 90s or gay Paris or whatever, and now we laugh because that word has a whole different meaning now. But they consciously adopted a different word to describe their... No, I got to
Whatever.
come up with the other whatever. I don't want to call it
There's
their
even a
group.
Christmas song that
Yeah.
says, and I forgot which one. It's the happiest time of the year, or the most wonderful time of the year. It's gay and jolly, something like
Lots
that.
of gay was real common in music and whatever, and so the homosexual movement said we're going to stop thinking of ourselves as homosexual and we're going to start thinking of ourselves as gay
Yeah,
and happy,
yeah.
and that changed everything.
But in New York, they were, in the major cities and big cities, they were almost there. They had the power, they had the momentum going, and then it didn't take much to break the walls in other
so
cities.
why don't
and
we
small.
come up with the different terms for black and white?
You said
African Americans should be the happy people.
it. Okay.
And the,
Okay,
and the
and,
white people are the old angry.
Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's. I think again we go back to it. Black and white. It's you see it coming. You see the black person. You see the white person. It's there. gay, it can be you. I mean, literally, I worked with people for almost 5 years. I didn't know until they told me they are gay. But if you are working
Everybody
with
in this
black
room
and
is
white,
gay except
yeah,
you.
no, maybe me too. So, but the issue is that we perceive it different. We look at it different, and the first 30 seconds we
So it's
kind of
visual. It's maybe
Yeah.
it's the visual.
I
cue.
think
Yeah.
I think you make a great point about the music industry because even when you turn on, the radio station nowadays, even
In
when
the
you
nowadays.
nowadays, even when you turn on the radio station, though, some of the radio stations that have really popular hip hop or pop music,
Yeah.
some of those rappers on there, they just throw down, the N bomb. They
not as much, not as
No,
much.
they
Back
still do.
in the 90s, it
They
was a
still
big
do.
issue.
But I mean, it's just how are we ever gonna get
Past this.
past
Past
this?
this.
Yes, if they're
So if
you know,
they're doing it and
they're,
making money out
right.
of it, and they can say it, but I don't know. I don't know what's the answer going to
From
be.
now on, we're not black and white. We're happy and unhappy people.
Okay.
We're
I like
silly
that.
and unsilly people. The silly and
Okay.
people. Oh, you got a phone call? Someone's calling in?
No, I don't know. No,
Somebody's got a
nobody
phone. He's
called.
making a face.
No.
Is
just
there a
good to
number they
hear.
can call in? We don't want to call.
No calling. So anyway, but the other issue is Apple. Apple released their new watch, and guess what? They start at 350, 550, and 10,000 to 17,000.
Oh,
Who
gosh.
cares? Why do we care what they?
I
come out
don't
with?
know, but they made a big issue. It was on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox.
And why does
CNN.
anybody want to have a watch? You have a watch. I don't wear a watch. She doesn't have a watch
Yeah,
on.
and CEO
This
Tim
is your
Cook
watch.
says
That's
we
your
do
watch.
not partner with the CIA. We are not gonna try. I mean, I don't know.
What?
Why? Yeah, he said something to the effect of he
It's
released
a way of
a
tracking
statement.
people or something.
Well,
because
it
some people were
tracks your
worried about
walking.
that.
It has a GPS to track you on how many
It's
miles
essentially
you
a
walk.
phone
all
on your
part of Big
hand.
Brother.
Your
Yeah.
heartbeat and what have you, and all the good stuff. But they said most of this information, if you are sending it to your doctor or what have you, it can be compromised and can be taken. An insurance company can
Yes.
use it,
Yes,
and what
the government will know where you're
know,
walking.
like, yeah,
30
my-
seconds. We only have 30 seconds left. You know.
Yes, I know. So
I know my mom wants to get one. My brother wants to get one. I'm like, I'm
Well,
not going
that's
to
what
shell
make-
out that money. I know. I agree. I do have a watch, but I haven't
Freaking
replaced the
watch.
battery.
that's
in
what
who knows
makes
how
Apple
long.
the biggest, richest company on the planet. It's not
Yes.
by accident. Anyway, we are coming to the close of our discussion. This
10
can go
seconds, you
on
got it.
forever and ever and ever because there is no end for it. So go ahead,
Yes.
close
Thank
us
you
up.
so much for joining us today. We will see you next time. Paul, thank you so much for joining us. He's from OC Talk Radio.